On this week's episode, we talk about should you charge a flat fee or a sliding scale, what you should do if you bring on a business partner and they want out, and is the agency market oversaturated?
I'm Jason Swenk, and I'm answering your questions. And this is Ask Swenk.
Sophie asks, do you find it better to have standardized rates or a sliding scale? Which one is better for accommodating clients?
Stay away from the flat rates. Do the sliding scale. Now, I had this one company that I never heard of call me up one day. We had a great conversation over the phone and went into their office. I remember looking around at their office and it was huge. And then literally this trail of people started coming in. I presented everything that we were doing, presented the price and all of that. And obviously, I didn't know of the company at the time. They told me I didn't get the deal. I quickly told my business partner and everybody else. They were like, well, what happened? And who did you meet with? And I was like, oh, I met this actually big company I've never heard of called like Brookshire Hathaway. And they're like, dude, that's like one of the largest companies in the world. And we had at that time a fixed cost. And so we presented a website for maybe $10,000 or $20,000 when they were expecting something like $300,000 for, the website. So you want to have a sliding scale based on value. And the easiest way to sell on value is ask questions and figure out what's the impact that the service that they want you to do that you're going to do for them.
Jake says, I'm hearing the digital marketing business is overrun with kids out of high school claiming to run an agency. Clients have literally said that if they can't get the cheapest price from one of them, they'll turn to Elance, Odesk, or Fiverr. How can I handle this type of response? Jason, do you think the industry is oversaturated?
All right, Jake, I'm going to break it down for you really, really easy, okay? Your competition is not Odesk and freelancers and all of that. It is not, right? You're an agency and you need to pick a specialization. Having an agency with a specialization is not oversaturated. Oversaturation is a regular, Joe Blow that can design a website or do SEO or pay-per-click or a banner image or Facebook ads, and that's it. An agency is someone that is a specialist that can make recommendations that can provide value and impact to a client. And they have more than one person doing it. So they can have multiple eyes in a team. And if someone came to me and said, look, if I don't get the right price from you, and they were so solely focused on price, I'm gonna go to Elance or Odesk or whatever, I'd be like, bye. I literally would be like, bye, I cannot help you. I have a motto that I always tell people is there's no such thing as a bad agency client, but there's a bad prospect. And in this situation, you could let the bad prospect in, and you don't want someone beating you up on price in the very beginning, because the whole way through, they're always going to be talking about value. And so much today, people are not patient and they want something right now. And especially with marketing, some of the things that we do as an agency, it takes some time for impact, and you don't want those people breathing down your neck. Don't worry about that. The market is not oversaturated with the specialists and the people that can provide value. It's oversaturated with the complete crap that's out there.
Sean says, I am a 50% owner of a digital agency. I would love to hear about your experience with a partner. How did you leverage opportunities, deal with challenges, and what would you do if someone wanted to leave or buy out the other?
So Sean, great question, and thanks for asking. I had a partner, a 50-50 partner, and I ran my agency for about a year before I brought in a partner. And basically we were kind of like a roll-up where we kind of joined together. And that's probably like a lot of you and maybe yourself. And the reason why I brought in a partner is that I had expertise in one field, which was around design and sales, and he had an expertise in programming and technology. And so I thought it was a perfect match, and it was for a number of different years. But the problem is agencies outgrow certain people, whether it be employees, customers, clients, even partners, and could be even yourself. And that actually happened. And what I wish I could have done is actually gone back to the very beginning as we're forming the entity or rolling up our two agencies into one, and do a really good operating agreement that basically listed out all the roles and responsibilities of each of the partners, and what would happen if one partner was unhappy and wanted to leave. What happened if one of the partners wanted to be bought out. How could we evaluate? That's really what an operating agreement is for, and that's why it's so important. I always kind of joke around with everybody saying that, you either know the bad partner or you're the bad partner. And when you want that kind of yin and yang when you're looking for a partner, if you do choose to go that route, right? Where he knows something or she knows something totally different than you do, and you guys complement each other. You don't want two alphas. I was lucky enough that any kind of decisions that we wanted to do at the agency, I could kind of go to my partner and we could agree on it. Toward the end, it got difficult when we started losing employees and stuff like that, even though he was an amazing dude. But it just, certain parts of the business outgrew him. So my tip to you is put an operating agreement together. That will make all the difference. That's it for this week's episode of Ask Swenk. If you liked this, make sure you subscribe on YouTube or iTunes, whichever platform you prefer, just so you don't miss out.
Got questions? Go to jasonswank.com/askswank. Thanks for watching. Now make sure you check out the next video.